This episode is a day in the life of one of my high school orchestras. Just a little bit of background on the ensemble. I have two orchestras. This is the less advanced orchestra that we're going to watch. This class meets Monday through Fridays. It's 50 minutes long. I didn't show the parts where they're getting out their instruments or putting away their instruments. It's just the instructional time. So I hope you find this interesting. You know, I like going around and looking at other classrooms and seeing what they're up to, and hope that this window into my classroom is at the very least interesting to you. On Friday, I'm going to release the whole rehearsal from start to finish uncut. But for right now, I'm just going to show you the technique that I used from the teaching companions to help set up Terra, and then we're going to rehearse Terra a little bit. And I hope you find it interesting. Let's get out the Terra teaching companion, please. We're going to skip to the syncopated rhythm section, syncopated rhythm number 1. The goal is to be in the balance point the whole time, right? Both double up bows. Beep, bump, bump, bum. Ready? 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and. Good. Now, when we do this in context in Terra, what is the dynamic level? Okay, so let's play soft. Ready? 3, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, syncopated rhythm number 2. Ready, 2, set, and. In context, in this spot in Terra, what are the dynamics doing here? We start what dynamic? Piano, and then we crescendo, right? For 2 measures. Ready? 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Come back down. Good. Okay. Next is dynamics, piano number 1. Okay. Make sure that the 8th notes are off the string, just like we play them in the beginning of Terra. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. Let's do piano number 2. Make sure we're bouncing the bow, playing spiccato on the 8th notes. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, let's tune this in cellos. Here's the D, A, B flat. Okay, piano number 2 again. Make sure you're playing piano. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, if we make our bows more vertical and less horizontal, are we going to get louder or softer? Softer. So let's make our bows more vertical and play even softer. Ready? 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Forte number 1. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. Rushing or dragging? Okay. Rushing where? On the accents, that's right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. Good. Much better. Forte number 2. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2. Okay. Rushing or dragging? Same spot? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. Much better. Much better. So just where we place the and of 2 makes a big difference, right? All right, Terra Nova from the beginning. Okay, let's work some of these transitions. Let's work the transition to the B section. Okay, so we're going to start in measure 23, 23, 24, measure 25. What's our dynamic marking in measure 25? We're still forte. When do we get a dynamic change? 27. Okay, here's 23. Again, everybody's strong at 25, right? Bump, 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 bump. So off the string, eighth notes are going to be more horizontal or more vertical to be louder? More horizontal, correct. Everybody, 23 again. Good, good, good. Okay, let's work on the coda. Let's work on the coda. Measure 47. I need those notes to be clear in first violins. Let's use lots of left hand pressure. This is just first violins, just left hand, no bow. Tap the strings, okay? So bump, beep, bump, bump, beep, bump. 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. Bum, beat, bum, bum, bum. Okay, with the bow, first violins only. Ready, and this is the coda. Yes, 46. Ready, and go. Yeah, good. I know we're getting softer, but we need to keep the left hand pressure. down. Everybody, coda. Okay. 51, rushing or dragging? Rushing, where? On the accents, right? Okay, here we go. Place the end of 2 at the right time. Ready? And 2. This is 51, 51. Okay. Who do you think is, there's 3 groups, right? First violins, second violas, cello, bass. Let's listen again and try to identify who's rushing the most. Okay, everybody listen. 51. Who do you think? Guess what? When we're listening, we're not rushing because we're paying attention, right? So listen every time. I really enjoy going and watching other people's classrooms and seeing what they do in rehearsal and getting some tips and tricks that I can pull from that and take and incorporate into my teaching. If you would be willing to have me come out and film your group so that we can all have a window into what you do in your classroom and learn from you, please email me at teachingorchestra@gmail.com. If you're within driving distance and if I can get out to you and film your group and maybe even do a little bit of an interview with you and go over some of your teaching philosophies, that would be great. Send me an email and we'll try to get it set up.